Jeff's house, and today we're gonna start building the bumpers for my truck. Knock it out. Well, we're not gonna get it all knocked out today, but we're gonna start to get it knocked out. And I don't know, and I haven't seen Jeff in a while, so garage day is long overdue. So you gotta stay tuned because we'll be building bumpers for the Cat-Eye Silverado, so the 03 to 06, 07, if it's a classic or whatever. So, see you guys soon. Alright guys, made it to Jeff Arena's house, and last time you saw us together, we were working on the front bumper, maybe working on the rear, I don't know. But Jeff has got the rear complete, it's painted, and this thing is looking great. Unfortunately, we've had a lot of rain lately, so it's just dirty from pollen and just rain. But this thing is solid. So it's like 98% complete. We just gotta get the lights in there, get those wired, and then we're one hundo. But if anyone rear ends you,
bad day for them.
Bad day. You're gonna catch these and that trailer hitch. Unfortunately, guys, you know, Jeff and I were not able to coordinate schedules and get the rear bumper filmed, but here it is complete, and it's on there. That's all that matters. That is complete and it's on there. Yeah. So we do our best to film everything, but you know, we also got real life and jobs and other responsibilities, so that does not always align. But nonetheless, we're here today. We're about to have some fun. We're about to get old red with a facelift. Alright guys, stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're gonna start on the rear bumper. It is out of the box, it is up on the welding table, and it looks like Jeff has come through and cleaned up the edges.
Yes, we need the brackets to go to the frame attached to the left and right center pieces, not the very middle like the front bumper does. So what I figure is we'll weld on the ends to the center, take that whole piece, put it up there, so we can figure out where we need our brackets.
Oh, nice.
And then tack them on, tack our ends on, make sure they're good, not rubbing nothing. And then we can take the whole thing off and finish it up.
Sounds good.
So let's get this squared up, and we'll put a couple of tacks on it.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
What's in there?
Alright, so as you guys just saw, Jeff has kind of just put a couple tackle welds on there to keep it in place. That way we can get it up on the truck. So now it's time to remove this lovely thing. This is my producer chair because right now I'm feeling like death. I don't know what this second shot has done to me, but I keep having hot chills, cold chills, lightheadedness. I might be pregnant. It might be Jeff's. Jeff, did you just unplug the harness?
Plate lights, yeah.
Alright.
So mess them up. We got, looks like 2 bolts on the bumper, 2 bolts on the side quarter brackets. So 4 bolts aside, 8 total. Pop this thing off here.
Alright, so
we got 2 on the hitch.
Oh, 2 on the hitch.
Which I'm wondering how this bumper is going to fit. If we want to try to make something to utilize that again or not.
Yeah.
If it's like mine, it'll be below that bracket. Mine's like right above the hitch. I don't think it's going to be that high. I think it's going to come down a little bit. We shall see when we get it up here.
Alright, so for my Cat-Eye fam, there's 4 bolts per side and then 2 in the middle for the hitch. here. This shot's kicking in. My arm is sore. Feeling a little nauseous. Chevy definitely did a great job of making sure this bumper was not going anywhere. They didn't imagine 18 years later we'd be pulling this off to put an aftermarket bumper on there. So half the battle is becoming a contortionist to fit up in all these little crevices that to get everything unbolted.
So there's one side.
Jeff's over here judging me because I just took a nap on the floor. The ground.
I think you're right. I don't think it's COVID. I think you're pregnant.
I think I am pregnant.
I think it's my baby.
You better stay with me. I'm gonna hit you up for child support. This is our love child.
A little chunk of another swirl.
Yeah. Hopefully it's a boy. We can call him Mixed Nuts. And this is why I don't have more subscribers.
Okay, so to get this bumper off, we got 4 more bolts over here. Let me go ahead and knock these out.
I just got cravings. I want pickles and ice cream.
We flinging nuts around here.
That's what got me pregnant.
The rest of the bolts right by your head.
Oh, yeah, that almost killed me.
I'd be charging.
Yeah, you would. He knew I was pregnant.
It's all them extensions over there by you. I think you rolled over them.
I don't think they're Bobby.
Yep, keep going. Keep going. You're about to sit on them.
Yep,
there
felt that one.
How'd that feel?
No. I've had better.
Yep, clearly.
So this is when that creativity comes in, guys.
Yeah. How many extensions? How many swivels? Have we got the right size socket?
Bumper is off. It's not so bad once you figure out the, as Jeff said, the right combination of extensions and and swivels and yoga poses, and you can get up in there.
Activate your second elbow in your forearm.
There you go. Now Jeff has the new brackets for the Move bumpers.
I have to refer to instructions. It's so vague.
Those lovely IKEA instructions. And this, guys, is why we're making this video, so we can help someone else. Well, it seems like they're facing out the other way, like the bolt holes are...
Here, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I have no idea.
Look at these.
Oh. Does this whole piece come off?
I think it does. I'm looking at it.
And see, guys, this is why we're doing this. That way you guys can see, you know, we keep everything in the video. That way you guys see.
That's interesting. Okay.
Alright, so that old bracket comes completely out, guys, so make note of that.
Hey, that makes more sense now. Okay, so now this bracket doesn't sit quite right. We've got this rivet right here that holds your leaf spring perch on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hitting it. Can't line up our bolt holes. That's on top of it.
Alright, Jeff, you got a tape measure and a marker. What's the plan?
Let's see where this rivet is. How deep we need to make our slot. See, this is why this bracket is shaped like this. And now we're trying to do this. You know what? Why don't we use that for a template?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Hey, you're a smart feller.
Alright,
Do that.
So for my cat-eye friends, I don't know if this applies to other Silverados, but As you can see, that bracket there has a slant to it, and Jeff had a great idea of just using that as a template. So it looks like we're gonna have to cut this puppy down. That way we have good clearance. And Jeff just got the first one cut, and if you can see up there about that bolt hole, he left a lot of meat there, which is good. One down, one to go. Alright folks, we got number 2 cut, and we're gonna go see. We're gonna do a little test fit, make sure these work, and we should be back in business. Alright, moment of truth.
Oh, like a glove.
Alright guys, so my cat eye fam, if you're doing this, just know that you're gonna have to cut and notch this bracket so that it fits and doesn't hit that rivet right there. I don't know if you're seeing that. This GoPro's not the best for low lighting.
Bolts in.
Now look at that. Would you look at that? Alright guys, we carefully have this just hanging there. We're getting ready to use our good old ratchet straps to kind of get it where we need it and provide some security. It's a tight fit, so make sure that inside these corners, you know, you're very careful. I kind of scratched up a little bit right there, so just be very careful. So we kind of got a ratchet strapped in place, guys, so you can get a look at it. Like, damn, this thing looks beefy. Alright guys, so not much progression, but we kind of got it in place, but we were deciding, you know, Jeff noticed that the license plate kind of like leans back, so towards the cab of the truck, and we're kind of figuring out like how we, you know, do you want to keep it there, do we kind of want to roll it forward so it's more vertical, but we're just kind of playing around with some fitment ideas, and Jeff just put that end cap on, and it looks like we got a lot of room where we can actually
maybe trim the bumper brackets, pull this bumper in a little tighter.
Yeah, I'm liking that idea.
So that's a big gap. That's like 1.5 inches.
Yeah, I'm liking the idea of modifying the brackets, and if we can pull this in closer, tug it up closer to the body. So Jeff is getting ready to modify the brackets again so that we can get a better angle and get that bumper flush. So you plan on taking some from where, Jeff?
Okay. I think I'm going to do, let me grab a marker. It sits on, well, it's upside down right now. We need the bumper to roll this way. So I was thinking of doing this, trimming a little bit off of this, kind of going straight across instead of the angle. And if need be, I can cut more off this angle. But I want to keep this lower, this point, this top point, where it is, so I don't lose the front to back. In and out fitment.
Gotcha.
But I need to change the angle of fitment. So let's try it. See what happens.
Alright guys, so where you see these, this right here, I took a nice little nap right there, and I woke up and Jeff has this thing right where it needs to be. Everything's level, everything's straight, and it's just we were a little concerned because we were trying to work with the angles here, but actually the angles here is not a straight 90 degrees. So once we figured that out, we realized that we were on point. We were good to go. So it looks good. Jeff and I are talking about this gap here, because that's easily 1.5 inches, and what we can do to kind of fill that, because I don't think we can tuck it anymore. Just one thing to note, when you get everything like tack loaded in place, make sure you still have clearance for your tailgate. So we just checked that, and everything is good to go on that end.
Make sure it opens.
Yeah. So make sure it opens, and you see it's not resting on the bumper, so we're good to go. Jeff actually used the pizza box to kind of cut out a template of how we're gonna kind of fill that gap towards the top there. Yeah, so what's a custom bumper with, you know, without a little extra customization on it? So
Little Caesars.
Little Caesars, pizza.
Something along those lines. Probably have a little more gap than what it is, but we'll build it a little big and cut it back.
Sounds good.
That's a big gap. We don't want that.
That is a huge, that's like 1.5 inches. Like, that's a big gap.
I think mine's that big.
So yeah, guys, it's you know, once you get everything figuring out how to remove bolts and everything, you know, just getting the tack welded, you know. So I probably won't video much of the body work that Jeff's doing to it, but you know, this is the gist of getting your bumper together. So you know, we still gotta, you know, put in the plates here on either side and tack those in, but you know, this thing is ready to go. It's fitted to the truck where we want it. And from there, we could take this off the truck, which we will do, and you know, this will be moved inside, and it'll be on the welding table for Jeff to get to it whenever he's ready. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's the reason we do it, because you know, we want to help others out. If you have an interest in Move bumpers, they're not extremely difficult to put. I felt like I was on like turbo mode. They're not extremely difficult to put together. However, when you have not the best instructions, they become a chore. So we're putting this together so, you know, you guys can learn from what we've done or didn't do and go from there. So once again, guys, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. As always, subscribe, watch, share, comment, tell a friend to be our friends. We're out of here.